Forgot to
Now,
put
I'm
on.
going to tell you what. You dyed your hair since about 30 seconds ago.
It got a little bit longer.
You doing that Bob Marley look today, ain't you? Good evening, Dana. How you doing this afternoon?
Hello, hello.
And it says I got 6 people, but I'm only seeing one, and that's Dana. So they'll pop in here shortly.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
well,
there we go. It's popping up a
yeah,
little bit now.
we got Heroic. Yes, I said it right this time. Piano Love, Dana, and Lily. I hope all of y'all have had a good day today. So sit back, relax. The comedy will be coming here shortly.
How you doing there, Heroic?
Heroic, I didn't even know you had surgery. Well, I reckon that surgery he had's better than he to she. I'm gonna get banned for saying that.
So you're saying they removed his testicles?
If y'all wait a little bit, I'll come up with another name. Oh, hernia surgery.
Yeah.
I feel for you. Wait a minute.
Hey, nose picking. Oh boy. Yeah, it's been one of them days.
It
I,
had.
I got a few things done, but it wasn't that productive of a day.
I think my whole blooming week has been like that. I look outside and that's as close as I'll get. But today I did get outside and do a little bit of something.
Yeah, you didn't want to be out in the sun too much because a lot of radiation and stuff. I don't know how much it was or anything like that. It's um pollen level was high, I guess.
It wasn't too bad here.
Yeah, it
Where I,
didn't. There wasn't no. It didn't say there was any warnings for UV or anything. 47% humidity. Yeah, when the humidity's low like that, or at least below 50%, it's really not that bad.
mm,
It's when that humidity gets to where it's like, ugh.
well,
that
on
that should
my,
be a temperature. Blah.
you know, it would be, but it'd have to be in the 90s and higher for it to be that for me.
I don't know. Humidity is. I think humidity plays a lot on your temperature because I can be out in Arizona and 100 degrees is cool weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hello, Backwoods. Boy,
Hey,
small.
Backwoods, how's it going?
But it here, when the humidity hits in the 90s, I mean, you can tell it. Don't get me
Oh
wrong.
yeah,
But when
yeah,
it hits 100 degrees and the humidity is 100%, just as soon as you walk out the door, you sweat. I mean, you don't have to do nothing. And for the people who works out in this stuff, I feel for you.
Oh yeah.
I used to work in it, and I know when you get home at the end of the day, you look forward to that shower to
Oh yeah.
cool you so you can just relax.
You jump in a cool shower and cool off, and then you turn the heat on so you can get cleaned up.
Well, you kidding me? I done spent outside all day in that humidity. I take a cold shower. I'm running through the house butt naked. I don't care if my neighbors see me or not. Okay. On my thumbnail, I put up, is it too late to plant your fall garden? And Bushcraft advised me in some cases, no, it's not, depending on your locations. You can do your lettuce, you can do your radishes, and so forth. If that's the case, I'm gonna go mow down my garden because it's not producing squash or tomatoes no more. Yeah, I know. I got
Really?
water. Yeah.
I'm still getting tomatoes, even though it's on a squished. They're squished.
Now,
I can still see tomatoes under there.
now mine is not producing. Even my cherry tomatoes is not producing no more. I'm pretty sure this go around it's not me. I'm thinking the humidity and everything's done dried them out.
Now not the cherry tomatoes, but your regular tomatoes. Do you trim the suckers off?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say that has a lot to do with it, because sometimes you'll get the tomatoes, but there'll be so many suckers and everything there that it's producing, it's taking all the energy for them suckers and stuff instead
Exactly.
of producing fruit.
But me, I love radishes. I'll go out there and pull them up by the roots and just go town on them before they even get in the house.
Have you tried watermelon radish? I'm not making a joke, but there is a
heard of it.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good. They're
Then again,
they're
go
longer and rounder.
Watermelon radish. That's the name of it.
Yeah, and you cut them, and they're like different colors. It's like a darker out on the outside, and lighter toward the middle.
I'm gonna have to check stores and see if I can find any.
You may have to special order them.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew a few beets just for seed and for the rabbits, and they didn't turn seed. All of a sudden, they just died off. And I think the stupid tree, something in that tree just killed off stuff.
Well, now, seeing as how that tree had, let's say, blowed over, the roots that are still underground and everything, would that mess with your garden next year? I am not eating them things. Plain and simple. My wife just handed me 3 green persimmons.
They full out there.
I'm not eating them.
I was trying to see that one's red.
Hey, Sassy.
Hello, Miss Sassy Cat.
Yeah, Donna's in here too.
Donna's in here.
What life?
Oh, I gotta let the seed dry out before I cut into it.
Oh.
Good God. A green persimmon. I keep my knives razor sharp. and my knife won't even hardly go through the thing.
Not right.
And she expected me to take a chomp out
I
of
didn't
it.
tell you to take a chomp out. I knew they're not right.
I love you too.
I hear you. And I love you too.
Let that dry out. So,
That's eternal.
Petra cut one of her persimmons open. I think it was today. And she had a spoon in hers. And she said the key word or the key sentence was to your area. You know, so if I get a seed from Tennessee, don't cut it open and expect it to tell me the forecast for here. And it be correct. So, but
Hey, be charming.
a lot of old timers go by that too. And
Yeah.
how high up a hornet's nest will be in the tree or whatever. Daddy told me if it's high up, it's going to be a bad winter. Then I heard another old man say, if it's going to be low to the ground, it's not going to be so bad. I do it like this. I wait till it's over with before I make my prediction. But what other type of vegetables would be good for a fall garden? And I've never planted one. I have no idea.
Spinach, Swiss chard. I guess you could get beets in. It wouldn't be very big ones, but you could probably get beets in.
Beets.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because the beets are dying off. I'm going to leave them in the ground, or not in the ground, but in the raised bed, and see if next year they come up. Because that's weird not to get seeds from them. Because I only had a few seeds left, and I wanted to replenish my seeds, so I just planted a row for just seeds.
Yeah.
And they didn't turn to seed.
Hello, bluegrass sweetheart. Well, now me and my wife, we both love pickled beets. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, some people just don't like them. Me,
Yeah,
I sit there and eat a whole.
think they taste like dirt and whatnot. I like them baked. Bake them with your other vegetables and stuff. I think is good. If you get the real big ones, you can slice them like a hamburger and grill them.
The only way I've ever eaten beets is pickled.
Mm-hmm.
I've never ate roasted or grilled or nothing like it. Never heard of it till just now. But
yeah,
I mean,
you have to watch eating beets because they'll turn your insides, your exits purple and pink. I had
sweet potatoes,
some baked vegetables and stuff in the oven, and the next day, because there was a lot of beets in it, probably too much, and it was a stir fry, and I added the beets to the stir fry, which was really good, but the next day, I was streaming pink pea.
Well, now I told y'all I planted some potatoes this year. I planted some in a tire out there, you know, and so forth.
Yep.
Not one potato came up. Matter of fact, I looked through the dirt and couldn't find the potatoes that I planted. So I don't know what I done wrong.
Yeah, usually what I do with the potato, the tire bit, I'll put
Yeah.
one down and I'll plant it in that one tire, the level of the dirt. And
Right.
then once it comes up, I put another tire on there, put more dirt in there, and then put another tire, put more dirt as it grows higher and higher. Then everywhere that keeps coming up is where potatoes will come out like that.
Do you have to let them sprout before you add another layer to it, or
Yeah,
what?
yeah. It has you want say your first tire is like this,
Right.
and whatever height your other tire is going to be, you want it a little bit higher than that. That way it's getting light to some part of the plant, and then fill it in, and then it'll keep growing until you get like four tires high, and then just let it go.
Okay.
But
Okay.
with anything like raised like that, you have to water a lot.
Well, now that I can understand. I watered mine right much.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I overwatered them or what the ordeal was.
No, I've got a little trick to, like, if you get a potato and it's got a bunch of eyes on it, you can always just stick that potato in, but I feel like I cut it up in different sections. That way you get more for the bang.
Well,
And when I cut it, I dip it in lime, lime dust, and I dip it
okay.
in there to where it'll stop it from rotting. So if you put it in the dirt when it's wet or something, uh, it can rot and you not get anything out of it. But if you dip it in lime, that will protect it. The end that you cut, it'll protect it from getting rot when it's in the ground.
Now, the way I've understood it, let's say like you take a potato and you cut one potato up like that. The best thing to do was to let it dry out to
Yeah,
where that wouldn't happen. And that's what I thought I did. I left it out in the sun for about 2 days before I planted it.
yeah.
And then,
Next time, dip it in lime.
okay,
That way you don't have it. It stops it from getting bacteria in it. Because even if
right,
it dries out, there could be bacteria in it, and then as soon as you introduce water to it, it activates that.
spread.
Yeah,
Well, evidently that's what I done because I didn't have no lime or nothing like that to dip it in. And then I took small potatoes, okay? And when they started growing their own eyes and sprouting, I took them on out there and planted them. Didn't cut them.
yeah.
So I don't know if I done anything. Well, I know I done something wrong. I just got to figure out what it is.
It's hard to say. It could just been the heat. That's what happened last year with my potatoes. They were real big, and then I had a heat day, and it just fried them.
Mm.
Nothing I could do about it. Just baked them.
Well, I got the nut house and I also got Sniffer in the house. And Sniffer, are you at port or are you still out in the wide open?
Hey, crazy. Hey, Peanut.
Hello, lady.
Bluegrass is in here too.
Yeah.
Silver Bee.
I'm not sure about that one, Silver Bee. I don't know. Oh, let me rephrase that. I don't know that one. But I mean, the only garden I've ever planted has been summertime. I've never done a spring or a fall garden.
Well,
But
you've grown lettuce before, haven't you?
nope,
Spinach,
never, no,
radishes.
Yeah, now I've grown radishes. I've
That's the
grown,
spring and fall crop.
okay. I've growed okay, Sniffers import.
Cabbage,
Nope.
Brussels sprouts.
Yep.
Brussels sprouts. I don't know. That takes a little bit of time there. But the thing is,
Bad thing about it is, don't nobody in my household like Brussels sprouts.
oh, them things are good.
Not unless you make up that sauce to go with it. There's no way I can eat that stuff raw like that.
Oh, you don't eat it raw?
No, well, what I'm saying is cook it and eat it. Yeah, I got to put something on it.
Oh, well, have you tried frying it like cabbage?
No, I'm not. I've tried.
Cut the little end off of it, and the little leaves fall apart.
Right.
Just fry it up in a pan with bacon grease and a little bit of bacon. That stuff's good.
Now, Mama, when she cooked Brussels sprouts, I'd sit there and eat it because she made the sauce up to go with it.
Oh, I thought you meant she's gonna kick your butt if you don't eat it.
She didn't have much of a problem on that. If I'm like this, if I can't pronounce it or spell it, I don't eat it.
What was it? I never liked the lima beans because I was forced to eat them. Liver. Those two things that I had a stepmom, and that's all she cooked was either lima beans or liver. And if somebody probably would have been a better cook, it probably would have tasted good. She was horrible.
Now, chicken livers, if they are cooked right, I'll tear them things up.
Oh, yeah.
But the first one I bite into that's a little bit smushy, in other words, ain't been cooked, I won't eat no more.
Yeah.
And beef liver, I can eat it, but by God, it tears me up later on. Something bad. And I don't care. You can roll over it with a steamroller. It still ain't gonna get tender. But they take you a little bit of chicken livers, throw you some hot sauce in there. Man, that's good.
Do you bread them?
Of course, I bread them.
Okay.
It depends on what I got the most of is what I use for bread.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something. I hate frying them things in the frying pan. You will be attacked. I don't care how careful you are.
The little splatters.
Little. It seems like I get great big pops on me.
Yeah.
It's like you got an air pocket on a couple of the chicken livers. And when the grease gets up in there, it don't pop, it explodes. I told somebody one day, I told him, I said, if you can cook chicken livers naked, you're more of a man than I'll ever be. I prefer to cook bacon like that, and I had chicken liver.
What about eggplant?
I'm not much into eggplants.
Yeah,
Probably.
you basically just cook it like a green tomato. I've done the fancy thing and made if not the type I've got now, but the bigger type. You can cut them into French fries basically, and bread them and stuff and fry them up. Those are really good.
Sassy cat, no liver of any kind for me. Oh, come on. But I mean,
Catch you later.
shit, I live. Peanut, you have a good. Now, the bad thing about it is I live in the chicken capital of North Carolina and don't nobody sell good chicken livers here. There's
Really?
about 2 spots. Yeah, there's about 2 spots that sells chicken livers. And I think they try to fry them to death around here. I've got to go about 50 miles away from me to get some good chicken livers.
Huh.
And that's a crying shame. My neighbor has got, she started out with 4 chickens. Well, 2 hens and 2 roosters. One of the roosters had to say goodbye early because she also had some youngins, and the rooster would chase you down and attack you. So he had to say bye. One of the hens, they got a dog, and he don't like chickens either. So she's down to 2 now.
Uh-oh.
I'd have to
Yeah,
get rid of it.
I remember somebody saying that they went and went down to Tractor Supply and got them 12 little chicks
Yeah.
and brought them home. There's all roosters.
Oh, no.
Lord.
Well, see, a lot of people don't understand. You do not have to have a rooster with your chickens to have eggs. The only reason
no.
you want a rooster is so it can fertilize the hen to have chickens. That's it.
Yeah, but you need a hen to get eggs.
Exactly. That's
Roosters
what.
don't lay eggs.
But a rooster is a darn good watchdog too. You let something come in his territory.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've seen a rooster take on a chicken hawk before and shoot him away.
That I have not seen, but I have seen them take on snakes.
Yeah, I seen a video where this chicken hawk come down and got a hold of the hen. The rooster came out there and just whipped him. He took off flying. I mean, the roosters, when they get them spurs,
yeah,
they can do some damage.
You know, it's got to be embarrassing for that chicken hawk to go back to his friends and they have, what happened to you? That rooster tore my tail up. I ain't messing with it again. But it, I saw on the video, just, how it goes from video to video, and I don't know the name of it. But the man was saying what we've been saying. The food prices that we see now is from last year. And he said next year it will be worse. And there is 2 or 3 creators saying the same thing that I think me and you've been talking about for the last year. How the government is paying the farmers to get rid of their livestock. I want to put it like that. And I mean, it's like a shock to the people. Hell, we've been knowing about this for months. We've been telling people about this for months. And it's like, oh, they can't do that. Bullshit, they're doing it.
Yeah, that's been going on for a while.
Yeah, it has. What, at least, what, 3 years? Didn't it start with,
Oh no, it's been for farms itself
yeah,
for that. It's been at least since Obama. I'm not sure past that because I don't remember hearing about it back then. It could have been, but now
well,
everything's out there basically.
well, now, yeah, exactly. But it seems like to me, and Obama may have been president at the time, to where the government was paying the dairy farmers to spray the milk down out in the fields. I think that was the first go round. And then the following year, it was
Well,
hauled
farmers
cow.
will do that anyway. If they'll go to dairy farmers, and if a dairy farmer don't get their milk out just fast enough, they'll buy it at a discount to put in their to pour in their fields because it's good for um, certain plants, calcium.
Okay. Bluegrass sweetheart, you are so right with that statement. People, there's a whole bunch of people that has not woke up to what's really going on. And it's like 101 says, what is it going to take for people to wake up?
The young ones don't know.
You right?
He's
Look.
behind the cat. The cat would kick his butt. Whoop. There.
Was the cat?
He got too close.
Yeah, cat went over to the
Table.
Yeah, I think I have to get a video to where I go like this. This is not real. Because I still have people telling me you got a nice bunker there.
Who was that? The lady you had on last night? She thought it was real, didn't she?
Yeah. I'm like, no, it's not. It's fake. See? I don't know if I can move it and you can tell.
I'm not thinking
My,
about
Yeah,
my
bunker.
camera's too good. You can't tell.
I wish I did have a bunker like that.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think I got what $500,000 to invest in one.
Oh yeah. Have to buy a place that already had one in it.
Is the cat real?
No, it ain't nothing up there real in the background. So, but if you can, while it's going, plant what you can now, because let's say 5-pound bag of sugar is running what, $3 now. By next year, this time it's going to be over $5, $6, $7.
Yeah, you remember when we used to get sugar in 5-pound bags?
Yeah.
Why did they ever make it to 4? They knocked a pound off and kept it the same price. Like we wouldn't notice.
Exactly. They are.
And that's what they're doing now. They're either watering the stuff down or they're cutting the weight of what you're getting.
Yeah.
I remember bacon always used to be a pound. Hot dogs were a pound.
Mm-hmm. Now bacon is what, 12 ounces?
Yeah. And like $8.
I mean, they done knocked what, 4 ounces off, and you're paying almost double, if
That's
not
shrinking
triple.
everything.
Yeah. They shrinking everything and jacking the price up
And
on
the
it.
candy bars are shrinking too. I remember candy bars used
Oh
to
yeah.
be the size.
Yeah.
Yeah. The jumbo, they have the jumbo candy bars now.
Yep.
I said, that's not jumbo. That's how they used to be. They actually used to be bigger than a jumbo.
You remember, I'm going to say you about 5 or 6 years old. Your daddy or your mama would buy you one thing of Tootsie Roll. That thing would be about as big as your fist. It'd last you every bit of what, 20, 30 minutes. Now,
Yeah,
what,
pretty
10,
good size.
15? Yeah. But
I
no,
remember even bubble gum, when you get the whole packs of bubble gum, one piece would last you a good while, and it'd be a big old wad of gum.
yeah, it would.
Now you get this little bitty pack, and they're little bitty pieces, and you have to eat one or two.
Dig Deep Ministry. Hello, sir. I hope you having a good day. And Lake Ferry is also in the house. But yeah, it's going to come down to in our future where everything's going to be microscopic, and when you put it in your belly, it's going to expand.
Well, they've already been working on something similar to that. Food that you get for like a tablet, and then you add water to it, and
Yeah,
it's like those magic meals that they put a little water on and then put it in the machine, and it goes poof. You got a whole chicken dinner.
Can you imagine taking 2 of them pills at the same time? What your stomach would be like?
Well, if you had a headache and actually accidentally took one of those instead of aspirin, you wouldn't have a headache anymore. Your belly'd hurt.
Probably have a
Mom,
butt
I gotta
ache.
go school. I got a belly ache.
I got a headache in my stomach. I can't go. Bushcraft, you're going to have to do something with that monkey. He's dancing better than I am. I got to fix it so the wife can see it. I got
That's it.
text going up.
I got it. That's
All
it.
right. But it, boom, boom. Okay. But if y'all or if anybody out there is trying to learn how to can or whatever, the best thing to do is get up on YouTube, find somebody that knows how to can, knock them fears out of your head, and then go to town like there's no tomorrow.
Mm.
You know,
What do you want?
and not next week.
But just be careful what you do.
Not next week, but on the 29th, I am bringing a young lady up who does know how to can. She does a lot of the, Lord have mercy.
Amish.
Yeah, Amish and Mennonite canning. She also knows how to do regular canning. If you get a chance, go to her channel and check her out. It is Make It Make. That's the name of her channel. And just tell her I sent you over there. But right now, if y'all, for the people who were just getting into it, please start canning, start water bathing, start stocking up. If you've got a good income, instead of buying 1 or 2 cans of this and that, go ahead, buy you a case of it each week. So, Dana Bullock says, have fun on vacation.
Hmm?
Dana Bullock in chat says, have fun on vacation.
Who?
You, yeah.
We're trying. With 6, 7, 8 kids going.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be much of a vacation. We're gonna have 8 kids there with us.
4, 5, 6, 6 kids.
Yeah, 4.
6 kids.
Yeah.
Not 8, 6.
So now we'll probably be staying in the room for a while.
There you go, Jeff. I shared something with you.
Let's see what we have here. Well, it ain't up. There it is.
Yeah, this is a graph that they kind of do for supply chain, basically. It covers the vessels, container availability, trucks, time in port, and total all together. And as you can see, this is China's right now, and they're having issues with their trucks and their vessels in certain ports. These are the main ones right here. Of course, they have a ton of containers because they make them. I'll go to the next one here. And this is Europe supply chain. And these are the main ones like most. And as you can see, they're very congested here with their vessel schedule and their trucks. Time in port is a little bit, except for this one port, which is a smaller port. And as you can see, container availability is low because China makes them and hoards a lot of them. And here we go to the United States, and it's actually not too bad. I figured, and if you notice, there's something missing in this.
Oh, okay. Shaking your leg. Okay.
There's no trucks. So they completely left that out because it's very bad. But you can see Oakland is doing very bad because of the trucks protesting out there and whatnot, which that might clear up and it might not, because it's supposed to be they're supposed to be going over it again. The AB5.
That's Savannah, Georgia.
Yep, Savannah, Georgia is the next one, and yeah, they're having issues. And it used to be this was the only one that was having issues. This one and Seattle one. And yeah, time in port is bad for LA and Oakland. And you see the total right there.
Yeah.
But vessel turnaround is good on all of them. That means that they're getting stuff exported out. Of course, that's going to be good because that's where they make their money. But as I said, that where they cut out the trucks because the trucks are very bad. It's beyond the red.
My opinion is take care of your home first before you take care of anybody else.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can kind of see where things are different. Over in China, they're exporting or they're coming imports are very fast. Well, their export is too. The only issue they're having is with their trucks. But as you can see on everybody else's, their export is very good, but the import where they bring stuff in is not. And that's our major bog down right there is that. And the trucks, which they completely cut cut out the trucks completely on our graph.
Yeah. The wife says hello to everybody who has said hello. So, but I don't know. Everything has, my opinion, gone to hell in a handbag.
Yep.
The last, 8, 12, I'm going to say within the last 12 to 16 years. It's just been building up till where we at now. I cannot see it getting much better. And
they're playing that everything's better. The supply chain is not broken anymore. They fixed everything. We're not in any. Can't say the word anymore.
If supply chain is better, where's the food? Why is there still holes in the shelves? Why is there not more jobs out there? How come we, as the workers, are not getting raises? You know,
Mhm.
you cannot tell me supply chain is not broke.
Oh yeah, I know it's not, because I watch it every day. I get on there and I check the ships out, see how many ships are in the ports. How long does it take them to get a ship in, unload it, and load it back up, compared to what it was beforehand?
Yeah.
Because I got access to the reports from 10 years ago. If I wanted to go back and look 10 years ago, it used to, when a truck came in to get loaded up with his empty trailer and whatnot, 5-10 minutes, 15 at the most.
Exactly.
Now it's hours, sometimes days. And
now,
that right there tells you right there it's not fixed. When it takes more than an hour, sometimes days, there's something broken.
well,
Hey,
now,
Ninja.
from experience, I can tell you this right here. I used to load trucks in a warehouse. Okay. Depending on a trucker's attitude is going to depend on how fast that truck is going to get loaded. Now, if there was people in front of them, would flat out tell you, wait in line, period, and would get to you. And if they come in cussing and fussing and everything else, would make sure they was last. It depends. No, I'm sure it depends on the attitude of the trucker. And another thing we learned from experience, you hang them truck keys up on the board. When we're through loading you, we'll hand them back to you. Because one of the guys was going into the truck, loading them up on a tow motor, and the truck driver pulled away as he was doing that. And it wasn't pretty. The guy didn't get seriously hurt, but from that point on, we grabbed the truck keys. I'm sorry. That's the way it was. And if they griped or, excuse me, bitched too damn much, we tell them to take off.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, 10, 15 minutes tops to load a truck, then the next one. And we got to the point, the way our tow motors was, now there wasn't no room between the wheel and the walls, but we could put 2 tow motors in there at the same time. And that's fact, Jack. Oh. I do want to add one thing right quick. If you are a creator, please go check out Autumn's Backyard Garden. I'm gonna say the last video she done. The one you looking for is a cat in a tinfoil hat. No, it's not tin. And watch that video. A lot of you is going to be highly surprised. They are changing the rules for us creators again.
Hey, copycat.
So just go listen to it. It's about between 8 and 15 minutes long.
I've got some got something for you. Why don't midgets use tampons?
I know it can't be the same one I heard years ago. They
trip over the string.
Yeah. I heard they keep stepping on the string. Yeah. I ain't gonna say what come across my mind. I told the wife I'm gonna have to get caught up on my jokes. There used to be a time I could sit there for 8 hours, tell jokes, and not tell the same one over. Now I'm lucky to remember one a week.
Yeah, there was one where the Gen Z told his dad this joke. I don't remember the joke or anything, but he's sitting there waiting, and he tells a joke, and the kid starts cracking up laughing, and the guy's just standing there, huh? And he never got it, and it wasn't funny or anything. But the kid thought it was funny, and he said, "Well, that's." And the dad said, "This is what's wrong with the generation.
Yeah.
They don't even know how to tell a joke right."
Copycat. I ain't trying to embarrass you, nothing like that, but that would be yes to your question.
Well,
As long as long as it's fresh.
Not a used one. I'll put it that way.
It's got to be a fresh one, right out of the package. Lake, no, ma'am, I did not.
And I would say no, because they're too dang expensive. You could, but there's a lot cheaper versions of things you could use for fire starter instead of a tampon, because them things are expensive. And there's supposed to be a shortage of them coming up.
Oh, everybody might ought to want to stack up on toilet paper again. Get you some cotton balls and some Vaseline. So,
what?
Yeah, cotton balls and Vaseline. That's a good fire starter.
I
wasn't going that. I wasn't going the other direction.
I was kind of like,
no,
I don't know if that don't sound right. We're getting off the subject already.
Okay, let's switch to something else. At the end of this month, Dollar General is going to stop selling Dollar General water, their name brand. The fact is, they can't find nobody to work in the warehouse, so they're closing it down.
You mean they can't find somebody to turn the faucet to fill the bottles up?
They ain't found no left-handed faucets yet. But they're going to start selling the high expensive water, which is what, about $3 to $4 a case right now. So
Yeah, there was a place in Florida that they were selling some Argentina water or something like this. It's supposed to be natural spring, and
bullshit.
it ended up being city water from
Yeah,
Tampa. They were sitting there filling up bottles of water with the regular water from the city. They was making a bundle on it.
okay. I just got stood corrected. Lake told me Dollar General has already stopped, and the other cases are $6 a case. So you better take off now and get what you can. But I mean, wasn't it you that has been saying you better stock up on water a while
Oh,
back
yeah.
ago? See?
Oh, I've always, that's one of my things, because it irritates me when you see all these preppers talking about prepping this, prepping, and they never talk about water.
No.
And that's, other than air, that's the most important thing you need to live is water. A gallon a day at the very least, and that's not for cleaning or cooking.
Well, with the way my body is, I figure for me it's 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons a day.
Well, if you take high blood pressure pills, you have to drink more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And if you don't, you feel it.
Huh. I'm gonna have to go back and check out that monkey dance. But I mean, a lot of people like you talking about that go out and they do this and that, showing people how to do this. How about that? Fortunately, there's a stream right beside of them. Shit hits the fan, a lot of them streams are going to dry up.
Well, plus you don't know you
You
gotta
know.
know what's upstream. There's always this. They show a picture of a guy drinking water out of the stream, and then upstream is his buddies peeing in it. You always got to know what's upstream.
There is a bunch of well water that is starting to be contaminated also, especially around my area. I don't know about y'all's anywhere else. And that now is getting me to thinking, what's really.
We talked about this before. How deep was your well?
Oh, you ain't gonna believe it. From the top of the ground to the top of the water was something like 20 feet.
Yeah, that'd probably be why. The deeper it is, it kind of makes sense though. The deeper it is, the more filtered because when it rains, that
True.
water seeps through, and if it doesn't have that much time to filter, it's going to keep all that stuff.
Right. But from the top of the water to the bottom is 150 some feet.
Yeah. You got plenty of water, but not much filtration.
Right. So I don't know if we hit well, not we, but when they dug the well, not sure if they hit a hole or what had happened. But that's how deep the water contents is.
And now you say dug.
Yeah, it's hand dug.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to ask you. Is it hand? Because I've been a part of digging a well with a shovel and pickaxe,
Yeah.
and that's
Now,
one hell of a job, I'll tell you.
I've never dug one. I've seen trucks come in and do it. But
Yeah.
now this well right here, the whole of it is, I'm gonna say what, maybe 3 feet wide. Okay.
Yeah, that's normal size.
And I'm gonna say that that's dug by hand. The trucks that I've seen come in and dig wells, what,
Yeah.
2-3 inches, maybe 6.
Well, I think it's the good ones are 12-inch pipes, but it's usually a 10-inch pipe.
I mean, but they ain't no 2, 3, 4 foot.
Oh no, it's they just
Like that.
it's a pipe they drill in and they put casings
Mhm.
as they go down.
Yeah, casings,
Yeah.
and I've heard well drillers say you don't use the first, what is it, batch of water.
Oh
You try
no.
to go down to the second batch.
Yeah. And they test it too. So if that first batch is not so much per gallon, per minute or whatever it is, then they'll say, hey, it's up to you, but I would try to go a little bit deeper, see if you hit another pocket.
Now, when me and the wife, we was buying ours, I think a month after we had moved in, our well went dry.
Oh, really?
And, yeah. And we had to have another well dug. It went down 395 feet deep. We was getting a gallon per minute off of that. And we let it, I talked to the guy, the inspector, and what we done is we let it set for a couple of days, and it filled up a reservoir down there to where we was getting a little bit more than a gallon. But the price of having a well dug is expensive. Plain.
Oh, yeah. It's real expensive now. That's why when I'm looking for property, I'm looking for one that's already there, because that's $12,000 to $20,000 right there.
Yeah.
The price.
Well, at that time when I had one dug, it was around $5,000 to have that dug, and that was expensive.
Yeah, a lot of times if your water start running out of water, they'll drop a hose down in your well and hit it with a ton of air pressure and
Yeah.
blow out all that stuff.
I've seen them do that, and I have also seen to where they would drop like a stick of dynamite in there and try to blow it to create it. Sometimes it would work, and sometimes it would just completely close it off.
Yeah.
She would have to decide to go out there on that lawnmower, wouldn't she?
Well, before I forget, make sure after you get done here, make sure everybody heads over to Dig Deeper Ministry. Here's the link there.
I am glad you brought that up because I would have forgotten. Sorry, Dig Deeper. And we have gone over by a couple of minutes. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So, all right. On that note, I'm going to call it. Now, y'all remember Tuesday, Bushcraft is going to go live probably without me.
Oh,
Tuesday.
yeah.
And Thursday, I will not be live, but I'll be coming back on the 29th, Monday, with Make It Make. I'll be interviewing her on Canon and so forth. So with that note, everybody have a good evening and go to Dig Deeper Ministries. Y'all have a good one. Bear Truth out.